female orgasms. But definitely clitoral stimulation is just like where it's at for me. That's what I enjoy the most. What else do I want to say about orgasms? All right, friends, we're going to talk about orgasms today. Big, beautiful, wonderful orgasms. Allie here. Welcome back to Olives and Orgasms, my channel where I talk a little bit about food, sex, travel, and other lifestyle things. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for supporting me. If you are not subscribed but are still watching my videos, thank you also for supporting me. But if you want to go ahead and click that subscribe button down there to show me some more support, that would be so greatly appreciated. So, I have a little secret to share with you guys, is that I didn't start having regular, consistent, great, beautiful orgasms until probably 33, 34, something like that. And I am not ashamed to say it because now I'm quite impressed with myself. I can come very easily and very quickly on my partners. So, the orgasm. I'm sure all you ladies, not all, not most, many of you ladies can relate to me when I say that I thought I was, you know, a broken woman. Well, I shouldn't say broken, but just I was a woman who was very incapable of having orgasms. It just isn't something that happened to me, and that was okay, and that was something I had to live with, and it was just my body, and it's like, you know, some women have orgasms really easily and some don't, and I was just in the category of women that don't have orgasms. So when I started having sex, you know, I didn't really know that much what I was doing. I was just having sex with my boyfriend, you know, in my 20s, whatever, late teens, early 20s, you know, just having sex. He'd come, we'd finish. It was great. I still had fun. I didn't really know what to do, how to orgasm. I thought it was mostly like, well, he orgasms and, you know, that's pretty much it. That's the end of sex. And that was pretty much throughout my 20s. And so, I know sometimes I'd hear girls say things like, oh my God, last night I came like 27 times. And I was always like, how is that possible? How could you have come 27 times? Like, are you sure? And I'd sit there being like, I can't even come once. Like, is there something wrong with me? I don't know. Anyways, I just kind of kept quiet and was like, man, that's like just the way my body is and I can't come and that's it. But that's not true. And also coming on the mouth. So that's another thing that I never thought I'd be able to do. And it's something that I've just started doing last year. And it feels so good. So I feel like I need to give you guys more context here. You're probably wondering about masturbating. Like, did I ever masturbate? Was that ever a thing for me? Is that something I enjoyed? Is it not? Did I come with myself? And to be honest, I never really started masturbating until I was probably 30. And it's not like I was against masturbating or anything like that. I just was like not really into it. How much pleasure can I actually get from masturbating? I was like lacking knowledge and experience, and I didn't think that my hand or an object would be able to really get me off. And boy, was I wrong. So when I got out of my second long-term relationship, I learned a lot from that relationship. Sexually, it wasn't so great. It was very one-sided. You know, he barely went down on me. It was all about like his completion. He tried to make me come sometimes, but it just like wasn't working. You know, it was just like not super. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. Oh. So I never had an orgasm with that boyfriend. I started masturbating in the shower with the shower head. That was like my first vibrator. And I was like, OMG, how have I been missing out on this action forever? And so I started, you know, orgasming in the shower. And I was like, wow, this is what it feels like on the regular. It's amazing. Holy moly. You know, fast forward, we broke up. I was finally alone. I was so excited to explore my sexuality and just be alone in life and like do me, do all the things that I love, casually date, have fun, whatever, meet people, and also buy some toys, which I did. And, you know, I was just like getting to know my body a little bit. And I was surprised that, I don't know, I had never shown interest in doing so before this, just thinking like it didn't work. And I was using my imagination most of the time. And then I started watching porn a little bit. But I was quite impressed with the imagination that I had. Anyways, even when I was, you know, getting a little bit more sexually active and experimenting a little bit more, guys would be like, oh, I'm gonna try and make you come. And I'd be like, it's okay, you don't have to. I have a really hard time coming. I'm having fun anyways, because I really was having fun. I enjoy sex a lot, even if I don't orgasm. Like, orgasm for me is not the end all be all of sex. I still have a lot of fun. I especially enjoy pleasing my partner. So they'd always be like, oh, let me try. And I'd be like, oh, okay, fine. And then they try, mostly with their mouths, performing oral sex. And I knew in my head, it was like a psychological block, like, oh, I'm not gonna come. Like, God, this guy's gonna go down forever. And like, he's gonna get bored. I'm just gonna get tired. Like, I can only lie here for so long. Like, yeah, it feels good, but I know I'm not gonna finish, you know? So I'd just be like, oh, it's okay, baby, it's fine. Like, let's just do you, na, na, na. And that was kind of it. And there were obviously a handful of times where I definitely faked an orgasm to, you know, just kind of end it, make him feel good, which I know isn't the greatest thing, but in the moment, it felt good to me. And I even remember getting caught once or twice from, you know, a guy being like, are you sure you can? And I'd say, yeah, I did. And they're like, are you sure? Because like, I didn't really feel the, you know, like the pulsing, squeezing sensations. And I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I totally came. So that was a little bit awkward, but you know, we just didn't talk about it and moved on. But then I met Gab. And he was the first man that I met who, you know, I was obviously interested in another way. And sexually, I had taught him a lot of things. But when it was time for me to make me come, he was like, I'm on a mission, you know, and like most guys say that, like, I'm gonna be the first guy that gives you an orgasm. But this time it felt kind of different. It felt more comfortable, it felt more safe. He was like, challenge accepted. I don't care if it takes like 3 hours, like I'm going in, you know, and he seemed very committed and I really appreciated that. So it made me feel really comfortable and calm and just like, okay, you know what, let's try this. Let's do it a little bit. Yeah, I think it was with his hands actually. And I don't know, it must have taken like 30 minutes or something like crazy like that. But I was like, wow, I was impressed. I felt great. And then every time we had sex, it just got like a little bit easier and easier and easier. And then I started feeling things in my body. I sort of understood like, okay, I have to do this with my legs. I have to like clench, I have to tense, I have to do this. So it was a team effort, you know, and then I started being able to come on top of him, which was really nice. When it comes to multiple orgasms, like I know there are many different ways to orgasm, clitoral, vaginal, G-spot, squirting, even though people say like squirting isn't an orgasm, but I consider it an orgasm for me because it's like an overwhelming sensation of my entire body. And that's what squirting does to me. So I'm gonna consider that an orgasm for myself. Gab and I have been together for a few years now, and now I can come very easily on him. It's crazy how I can do it. And I feel so good in my body after that, you know, I'm not craving necessarily like 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 orgasms. Like, how many orgasms do you want to have? But I mean, this is like a subjective question because obviously everybody's different, and I'm kind of enjoying the space right now where I can just come at least once and I could do it very successfully now, you know? And I mean, I'm definitely interested in learning more about multiple orgasms and so on and how to achieve them. I've tried to come twice. I think I've been successful at it maybe like 2 or 3 times. Usually I'm able to do it not the same way. So if I'm coming on top of his, then the other way I'll come will be either with like his finger or his mouth or something like that. Also really great to have such an incredible partner that I can explore these things safely with, and that is patient and caring and committed and all that kind of stuff. This video is me just, you know, sharing my story, my journey with orgasms, because I know there are a lot of women out there who, you know, are still in the mindset of, I can't orgasm, this is just the way my body is, it's really hard for me, and so on and so on and so on. But I'm telling you that once you start working more with yourself, understanding your body a little bit more, playing around with masturbation like I did, and key is also finding a partner that you feel comfortable with. Although, now that I know how to orgasm, now I know what to do with my body in order to, you know, achieve an orgasm, I probably could make myself come with any guy that I sleep with. Not that I plan on sleeping with any other guys, because Gab is my number one. But, you know, if like all those opportunities I had back in the day to orgasm, if I had known my body a little bit more and what I need to do in order to achieve that, so communicate to him what I need and then, you know, communicate to myself what I need, I probably could have achieved orgasm, but I just wasn't in that mindset. So if you can relate, please comment below. I know that there are people out there who think about this, go through this, and I'm just here to tell you it's normal. I'm one of those girls, and you know, I'm not ashamed to talk about it at all. It's a normal thing that a lot of us go through. Don't feel ashamed about your body. Don't feel ashamed about yourself. Just, you know, let's talk about it and have some real conversations. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay. All right. Thank you for listening to this wonderful vlog about my orgasm journey. If you guys like this video and you want to see other content that I produce, please click subscribe below, drop a comment, drop a like, drop whatever. If you want to know about other ways to support me, you can click on the links below this video and check that out. Do I have anything else to say?